Am I going to move on to this, or shall I unpack something else and mix it up a little bit? Okay, maybe you saw the last one, maybe you didn't. Just to catch the guys up who didn't see the last one, I did a very long unboxing video. Too long. And also the pieces in that unboxing video, well, they deserve their own space, their own room to breathe, because they are really incredible pieces. So this piece, this part, this standalone part, is about, I guess, the world's heaviest t-shirt. It's certainly about the heaviest t-shirt that I've ever seen. I'm gonna let him explain. Yeah, let's mix this up a little bit. Let's open something else. Now, where do I even get into this? This is all the way from Japan. And the story behind this, so I have gone on record as saying that I'm not the biggest fan of these big, heavy, beefy, heavyweight t-shirts. I think unless it's done extremely well, it doesn't fit, it doesn't sit well on the body the way that a t-shirt should. So a friend of mine, Bezad, you're probably going to know from Naked and Famous and his absolutely amazing live streams he does and his product presentations. The camera just loves that guy. So yeah, anyway, he was watching one of my videos and he was like, oh, I saw you don't like heavyweight t-shirts. Would you like to try one of ours? I was like, I didn't know you were Naked and Famous was doing heavyweight t-shirts. He was like, not really Naked and Famous. I've started a new brand. It's called Wonderlooper, and we make really heavyweight t-shirts. And I think they're moving into sweats and hoodies as well. They're not quite available yet, but they're coming very soon. Anyway, so he's like, listen, I'll send you one over. And I was like, okay, I'm curious. He also said, like, open the package on camera so they can get like your initial reaction to it, because these things are apparently very heavy. So I am opening it on camera, mate. Even like through the plastic bag, I can see this definitely does not look like a t-shirt fabric. It's got texture to it. It's okay. Yeah, this is heavyweight. This is really heavyweight. This does not feel like any t-shirt I have ever felt before. It's not often that I'm speechless, clearly, but I'm quite speechless about this. This is quite incredible. This is a t-shirt, but it's not a t-shirt. It's certainly not like any t-shirt that I've had on before, or had my hands on before. This fabric is amazing, like really amazing. The fabric is woven on circular knitting machines over in Japan. The t-shirt's also put together in Japan. I'm really leaning into the khaki thing these days, huh? Okay, let's get into the detail as I gather my thoughts. Right, fabric. Okay, as I said, knitted on circular knitting machines. Very heavy. So I think it's 409 GSM, that's grams per square meter, which is kind of equivalent to about 12 ounces if you're thinking about that in terms of denim, so per yard. So this is the weight of a mid to lightweight denim. So that's going to give you some sort of idea. But it's soft. It's really soft. It's got such a nice hand to it. And it's just got such a nice texture as well. Up at the collar here, so collars are something that I just gravitate towards when I'm looking at t-shirts, because if you've got a crappy collar, it just ends up bagging out and it looks like crap really fast. This here doesn't look like that at all. This is beefy, this is strong. Also up at the collar here, we get a look at the label. I like this. It's got this sort of the text that comes out when you embroider in these old chain stitching machines. It's got a lot of charm to it, really. And that's one thing that you should know about Wonderlooper. So if you're buying directly from their website, I think they've got pretty good distribution around about the globe, but if you're buying directly from your website, then they will do you a chain stitch of whatever text that you want on the chest. I, of course, got CRD. We're going to look at that in a second. What else are we going to move on to? The construction on the sleeves, also really, really nicely done, very clean. And then if you look down the side seams, this is done on a Union Special machine. That gives a really nice finish to it. I like that a lot. The label inside, 100% cotton, made in Japan. Down at the hem, yep, again, very, very cleanly finished. I like that. Not a single loose thread. This is a quality piece of clothing. And I guess the final thing to look at is the chain stitch embroidery here on the chest. And the cool thing is this is done actually by Risa.
Action. Well done.
She sits and like does this. She's got very good at it as well. I really like the script that comes out of these machines. It's got this beautiful old worldy feel to it. And the nice thing is, because this is a really, really, really heavyweight fabric, it takes the chain stitching very well. I've seen it if you try to chain stitch in a fabric that's too light, it ends up kind of grabbing the material and bunching it up in places. It doesn't sit too well, but this works really, really nicely. But as I said, the main thing about heavyweight t-shirts that were not always sitting with me right is the fact that they didn't sit on me right. So let's strip off and see what the fit's like. Okay, even my lav mic's got to stretch quite a lot. Yeah, really, honestly, this is good. This is really good. This feels great on. Actually doesn't feel nearly as heavy on as I thought it was going to. It's very comfy, it's got a good length to it. Something to mention is that they've been pre-washed, so you're not going to get too much shrink. How is it? The sleeves have got an okay length, maybe a little bit long for me, and I usually like to cuff up the sleeves of my t-shirt. That works really, really well because of the thickness of the fabric, the cuff is actually going to stay nice. Behzad, Riza, you have done a very, very good job on these. You've changed my mind about heavyweight t-shirts, but it's still a t-shirt and it's still cold in here, so I'm going to put my sweater back on. Okay, there we go. There we go. Should also say that these are available in a bunch of different colors. Black, white, grey, green, I think that's it. Listen, there's a link down below to the website. Definitely worth checking out. Back to Benzak in the next video, right here.